Good morning, Nigeria. It's the news at the top of the hour. Today is the third day after the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, announced that it was embarking on a total strike. Many universities across Nigeria have already complied. Exams at the University of Ibadan were halted on Monday, and just yesterday, lecturers at the University of Lagos, UNILAG, sensitized members about the strike. And despite the ASU strike, students of the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, continued with their first semester examination. The students began their examination on Monday and continued yesterday under the supervision of their lecturers. The examination is expected to end on September the 2nd. The Students' Union Secretary General says he is happy with the decision of the lecturers to let the exams continue. Away from that now, crisis rocked Sokoto State House of Assembly following alleged moves to impeach the Speaker of the House, Honorable Saliu Meidaji. Security personnel took over the House of Assembly complex to forestall a possible breakdown of law and order following a free-for-all fight that ensued between some members, which disrupted the day's proceedings. The aggrieved members accused the Speaker of the House of impunity, high-handedness and corruption. But the House Majority Leader dismissed the allegation. The Southwest Zonal Executive Committee of the PDP has filed a suit before a court in Abuja seeking an order to nullify the 75th National Executive Committee meeting. The committee also wants the ratification or adoption at the special non-elective National Convention of the party held last Saturday. The Zonal Executive also prayed the court to grant an order nullifying the ratification of the convention and approving the dissolution of the PDP Southwest Executive Committee and appointment of a Southwest Zonal Executive Committee in replacement. The Lagos State government has announced that it had closed the 85.14 billion naira Series 2 bond issuance. The bond was designed to improve the physical and social infrastructure in the state. Commissioner for Finance Akinyemi Ashade says the bond was issued in two tranches of 46.4 billion naira. That's 16.75% of the tranche 1 maturing August 2024 and the 38.8 billion naira. That's 17.3% tranche 2 maturing August 2027. Under the 500 billion naira third debt issuance program, the 85 billion naira Series 2 issuance was the largest bond issuance in Nigerian capital markets in the last 4 years. And that's the news.
All right, so Mike is joining us again for sports update.
Yeah.
He's looking sporty today, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's,
It's not like he worked out with Kemen. He just stood there asking questions.
But Mike doesn't look bad now. He has some guns.
What?
What? They're guns.
Okay. All right. Everybody understand what you mean.
What?
I understand, but not everybody out there. Okay, all right. It's sports, and the home-based Super Eagles have returned to the country after a 1-0 loss to the Squirrels of Benin Republic over the weekend in the 2018 African Nations Championships CHAN qualifier. Now they are immediately back to walking camp in Kano ahead of the return leg this weekend at the Sani Abacha Stadium. The Benin Noir team defeated Nigeria courtesy of an 89th-minute penalty converted by their captain Seibu Mama. But the Eagles are confident of overturning that result in Kano and qualify Nigeria for CHAN, which comes up later on this year or early next year in Kenya. The Nigerian FA Cup action begins today, and the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) has threatened to prosecute referees for bad officiating in the Federation's Cup, which begins across the country. The NFF says it will strike out the name of any referee who's found wanting in the tournament. Chairman of the Referees Committee of the NFF, Ahmed Yusuf, says that any referee found wanting will not only be thrown out of a job, but could also face prosecution. Only FIFA-badged and elite referees will be handed games in the Federation Cup competition. 28 first-round matches are scheduled to hold today, Wednesday, while 3 games will hold tomorrow, Thursday. Brazilian forward Felipe Coutinho was left out of the Liverpool squad who had their Champions League first leg playoff against Hoffenheim yesterday. The Red Star is allegedly still nursing a back problem that ruled him out of Saturday's Premier League opener against Watford. Now, Coutinho's future at Anfield is uncertain, with the Brazilian keen to join Barcelona. The midfielder will play no part in Tuesday's game. Of course, he played no part in yesterday's game, which Liverpool won 2-1 against Hoffenheim. And also in other games, Qarabag FC, FK also defeated FC Copenhagen 1-0. Apoel Nicosia defeated Slavia Prague 2-0. Sporting Lisbon played out a goalless draw against Romanian side Steaua Bucharest, while Young Boys lost at home to Russian club CSKA Moscow. Chinese businessman Ji Shengao and his family have completed a deal to buy 80% of Southampton. The Chinese businessman has been in negotiations with the South Coast club for some time and will now take charge of a setup at the Premier League outfit moving forward. Gao is understood to have purchased an 80% stake in Southampton after investing £210 million. Saints owner Katharina Lieber will now retain a 20% stake of the club, and she confirmed that the deal had been completed in a statement released to fans of the club on Monday afternoon. And clubs in the English Premier League are about to change the football transfer landscape with a new rule. The transfer window has been a part of the professional football environment for a long time, with clubs buying and selling players before and just after the season has started to strengthen their teams. In England, the football transfer window closes on the 31st of this month, which is 3 weeks after the commencement of the league. Now, next month, a majority of clubs in the EPL will push for the introduction of a new deadline, which ends the transfer window before the league kicks off. This will effectively prevent managers from buying players once the season starts. So, Yomi, what do you think about that? Clubs get to test out the players they have for like 1, 2, 3 weeks, and then they can make, rushed buys just before the window closes. But now they are pushing for the window to close before the league starts. What do you think will happen?
I think, usually what happens is, in this kind of situation, it's usually the person with the highest amount wins at the end of the day.
At the day, okay.
Because, you get the best players when you have the most money, right?
Of course,
and once the window closes, it means no one can make any last-minute decisions.
At all. It doesn't happen. All right, that's it on Sports Update.
Thanks so much,
Dynamite and the bomb. Take it away.
You're just naming us, giving us names. Right?
It happens. Get that.
Thanks so much.
Thanks
so much.
Magic Mike.
Tone by tone.
Yeah. It's time to bring you the weather once again.
All right, so welcome back. We're going again straight to the papers this morning, and we're starting with The Punch, which says strike enters third day. ASU says negotiation hasn't started with the federal government. And then lecturers' action unnecessary, says presidency. That's on the cover of The Punch this morning. And then there are pictures there in front of The Punch where you have stone-throwing mob attacking resume or resign protesters and damaging Charlie Boy's car. You will find that also on the cover of The Punch. And then also NCC audits telecom firms' financial status. And then airman who killed lover to die by hanging. And then also Fashola makes a U-turn, says consumers to pay for meters. Also still on the cover of The Punch, reps reply Obasanjo insist he's father of corruption. So yeah, all these stories on the cover of The Punch this morning.
On the cover of This Day newspaper this morning, what you see first of all is a headline saying federal government receives 365 actionable tips from whistleblowers. That is literally one tip for each day of the year. So if in 1 year they haven't got it, you know, rounded off, then we know what's going on. Investigative agencies to embark on tour of Australia. Also, we have federal government appealing to ASU to suspend strike, reaches accord on audit of 30 billion naira. You can find that on page 12 of this day newspaper. Also, we have Amechi defense cost of Chinese-funded railway projects, says they are cheaper than Kenyan rail line per kilometer. Boko Haram renews attacks on Adamawa communities, over 20 killed by suicide bombers in Borno. That's on page 50, also on the cover of this day.
All right. And then in The Nation, on the cover of The Nation this morning, we have the headline, Forensic Audit of 30 billion naira given to ASU coming. And then federal government says strike action is illegal. And then strike grounds universities. More than 40 universities have been grounded in the country, all over the country, with all the kids now having to head back home. And then we have some other stories here. ASU's growls. Non-licensing of Nigerian Universities Pension Commission to manage contributory pension, and then non-payment of earned academic allowances of 128 billion. And then, of course, non-remission of 880 billion naira to upgrade infrastructure. So that's quite a number of things that they are challenging the government on.
And all that from the cover of The Nation. Moving along to the Vanguard newspaper, gunfire in Abuja as pro and anti-Buhari groups clash. The Wuse market shut, situation under control, no lives lost, say the police. Charlie Boy apparently escapes lynching, and protesters should go and look for work, says Garba Shehu. A lot of really antagonistic images on the cover, and one picture of Charlie Boy's car being vandalized there. Regarding the Lassa fever story, Luth discharges 1 and clears 60, although it says here 70 still under watch. Lockdown in varsities continue as ASU and federal government begin talks. Regarding Biafra, Kanu moves to quash fresh charges. I'll round off by talking about what's at the header, above the header there. It says, your policies not coherent. PDP berates Buhari's government, says APC's judgment day is near. Quite a lot on the cover of the Vanguard.
So you can pick up these newspapers when you step out today and check out the stories. All right, so we're going straight to a commercial break, and then we will be right back.
Oh my goodness, so much is happening in the studio here, and the smell of this pepper soup,
the food, and everybody, we can see people coming into the studio just
for
to
no
find out
reason.
what's going on.
Why are you all here? Leave. Oh yeah, leave. What are you doing here? Because there's pepper soup here.
All right, now we're going over to Mike, who's on standby with Big Mickey.
Okay, of course, despite the economic challenges in the country, most Nigerians are putting their creative imagination into full practice, especially in the area of comedy. Now, one of such Nigerians is Big Mickey. Let's take a look at some of his comedy skits.
National Assembly is we don't have it too. Wow! National Theatre. National Stadium.
It's a lie.
National Cake.
You kidding me?
National Cake. I know you like cake.
Ah, national cake! I love cake!
You will eat cake, you will see cake. National Cake is we that get it. Thank you, Ojeri. Oh, you are too beautiful.
Aputu! Oh, mommy! Yes, mommy! Aputu since morning. Mommy, you see that the clothes is very big.
Aputu, you round up and come and join me in the kitchen.
I finished up watching TV and I'm playing football. Give you this big clothes to wash. Let me raise this one.
Honey,
You! God is love! I didn't see you! I didn't know that you were
here!
I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry! I'm sorry, please, I'm sorry. Wait, uncle. Where are you going with the red oil now?
Shut up! I said bring the pakade.
But uncle, what are we going to use and cook now?
Every time I see myself, I feel like saying, juju.
So I told you I love woman ovaciousness.
Meaning?
You, I told you I work in oil and gas.
Yes.
And I'm here. This is palm oil for you.
Palm oil.
Not just that one, no. The gas for you.
But it's because of this oil. You know oil is very expensive. Normally you are not my type.
You know, palm oil, I will load you with palm oil.
You go down on your knees.
So I want to be humble.
Boy.
Oh.
What? Jesus!
So Jennifer, remove this ring. Ah. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm here already.
You do not have respect. You do not fear my
Don't
size.
bring
You
your
do
finger.
not.
Okay, all right, we have the oil and gas stakeholder in the house. It's great to have you, Big Mickey.
Yeah.
Great to have you. Welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start. I know there has been the Big Mickey, Big Mikey, and all of that. You want to clear that up for people out there?
Big Mikey.
Is it Big Mikey
No,
or Big
it's Big Mickey.
It's Big Mickey, right?
My brother, how can you still be briefing my name after I'm brief already?
Okay, but then now I know you're stakeholder in oil and gas, and you're feeling the ambience in the studio now with all the goat meat and all that. You want to say something to Beyonce?
Beyonce is my guy now. The only thing I worry about if it's going to be a full-time, we have full-time housewife.
Okay.
If it's going to be a full-time husband,
Wow. That's the way. That's what I think will happen.
It's good. It's good for him.
Okay.
Thanks to the lucky girl that is coming up, Beyonce. My guy.
Okay, so let's talk about your skits, School 2, and all of that. You put those skits together and all that. What was your aim putting those skits together when you decided to start doing them?
Start up, I'm a comedian. Though I'm not really happy introducing myself as a comedian right now because.
Why so?
Because it's when I say how much you pay for Nema. And I remember that when I was growing up, actually I was playing football, and I can't really know who forced me from playing football, because by now I should, even though they couldn't even pay that kind of money, they could have, you understand? So I'm not really happy introducing myself as a comedian, but I still keep telling people my future that I will still play ball.
You still play ball?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so but let's talk about School 2. We don't have time.
Okay.
What was the aim? What do you hope to achieve in School 2?
One of the assets of School 2 before I come up, because I'm a stand-up comedian, and we do events that be aired on TV. But for some time now, stand-up comedy is not much on TV.
Okay.
Yeah, and that is one of the major way of putting your face on TV.
Okay.
See, Nigerian mind them, the moment you are out of their sight, you are out of their mind.
Okay.
You understand? So you have to keep your face there for them.
Right.
Remember them. Because you will say, Big Mickey, I was even looking for you last week when my son was about to do his naming ceremony. We now call another MC. But you remember, but this guy, he passed my area all the time.
All the time. Okay, cool.
You understand? So when he keeps seeing you, you're being
right.
on his mind. So we come up with this skit and to put our face on TV now, and especially the social media is the biggest platform right now.
All right.
So
okay, thank you.
That is one of the main aim of the skit, but it didn't end there. But as I goes on,
I wish we had more time.
bringing
Moo. I wish we had time and all of that. We don't have time.
My brother, is there recession all the time too?
I mean, in fact, the recession is very strong on the time. Very, very strong. All right? But thank you very much. We love that skit, and we are wishing you the best. Let's hope that you get to do more and make us laugh much more.
Yeah, we'll stay
often. All right, thank you very much. Okay, all right, so it's time to check out the house husband, right? Yeah, we have Beyonce and maybe
full house husband.
Okay, full house husband.
Yeah.
Mike, just know you're not having breakfast today. It's not a problem.
Mike, you're on your own.
You're on your own.
I'm
today.
on my knees now, please.
You're on your own.
No, there's no
You
need.
can
House
shine your
husband,
teeth.
Abi.
Full house husband, Abi.
Well done.
Well,
Okay,
so this is done. We could see we could see the soup. We could see
The soup looks thick.
well, you know, you could see the pepper soup and everything. Everything looks good. Basically, what went into it is while we boiled the water, we added the noodles.
Yes.
And we added a bit of the goat meat stock inside the noodles.
Yes.
And we obviously we added the seasoning from the noodles, and we added the carrots in it, veggies, to make it look more beautiful. So viewers at home, if you're looking at it, it's not Indomie that is swimming in swimming pool. It is actually goat meat, spicy goat meat noodles soup. Yes, and
spicy goat meat
noodle soup. Yes, and you can have this in the morning. While
I just want to add Nigerian to it. Nigerian spicy.
Yes, and I forgot to add. Yeah, I added a lot of cayenne pepper into it because this is pepper soup and it's spicy and it's pepper soup. Come on, there should be a bit of spice in it. And
yes.
Nigerians, we like it hot.
Yes, we like it really hot.
Really, really hot. So, why are you looking at me like that?
Can we send the noodles, please?
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just listening to you and like, hot.
Yes, we like it hot.
Okay.
Don't you like it hot? You like it served
That's
hot?
1-7.
Yes. So we're going to top it up with the soup. Yes.
There you go.
So the veggies are there, the carrots is there. So you could always, it's not, if you really want to make this for your kid at home, please add as little pepper as possible. You know, you don't want to kill them with.
Some children have been pepper trained, like potty training.
So I don't know. I'm like the only Yoruba boy that doesn't take pepper. I don't know. I don't understand.
Not the only Yoruba boy that doesn't take
I don't like pepper at all. Like
when you were pouring it, you did not know.
No, obviously. It was for a purpose, yeah. So we are adding the soup to it, the goat meat, obviously. Yes.
Plenty of soup.
Plenty of soup. Plenty of.
Since it's supposed to be goat meat pepper.
Yes,
soup.
plenty of soup. And plenty of goat meat into it too.
Yeah.
So they have the full dose of what we are talking about here.
Great, great.
It's looking yummy.
Really
Actually,
nice.
I want you to
So
taste
what
it.
ways
You can take a spoon and come on.
Okay.
Come on.
What ways do you eat this? Do you have to like use a fork? You know this is Nigerian. That's why I had to add Nigerian. Nobody's using Chinese sticks with you.
They will drink the soup and use fork to eat the noodles.
The what? Drink the soup and use. Oh, so you carry the bowl?
You carry the bowl.
You carry the bowl to drink.
But no, but you could actually use those Chinese chopsticks to eat this.
For those who want to use it.
Yes,
but
if you want to.
For those who don't, you can use your fork, of course.
Yes, obviously. You definitely.
What
can.
goes best with this? I know we already have the liquid and the solid.
Yes.
So if you want to take a drink, what is the first drink?
Water.
No juice.
No, water. Cold water, in fact.
What will happen if you take milk?
Really? You want to kill people?
That the many combinations existing in this world.
You want to see? No. No, but you know, people handle pepper differently.
Indeed.
I went one day to eat ofada somewhere, and my friend was fine after eating the ofada, but I wasn't fine after I ate the ofada. Wow. I you know those kind of pepper that when you eat it finish, when you are excreting, it's pepper that comes out of your bum.
That's my cue. I need to ask Yomi and Titi, what do you think of this sumptuous meal? Well, don't worry, we'll come back to you. Let's take a break.